Hey there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Speedrun The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode, we made it here to the 7th and final dungeon in the speedrun, and in this episode, we will be taking it on. So, to start with, we want to do some fancy little jumpy moves, and we want to kill these like-likes with the hookshot. If the anti-fairy doesn't get in the way, you can actually catch that key as it's falling. Right here, we have a little fun little trick. If you just tap on that pulley right there, you will freeze these blocks, and you grab this and go through. Just to note, that only works in some versions. Specifically in the black and white version, if that trick does not work for you, check what version of the game you are running and check for version differences, because some versions can do that trick and some versions cannot. So up here we have kind of the reason why a lot of people hate this dungeon, and that is the first of 4 pillars that we have to destroy. So yeah, this is the second one, but the third and fourth will be a little more difficult to get to. Make sure you knock that second one off before throwing the block down here. I've made the mistake of forgetting that before. Hit this crystal switch, and jump over here, grab the heart if you feel like it. And here we are going back to the beginning, and we are going to get the final dungeon item in the game, the mirror shield, or the level 2 shield. We will never use this. Ever. No, seriously. We won't use it. It's useless. But we need to get it because it is 100% runs. So, try to avoid that. It's not a big deal if you do hit it, but you want to avoid text when you can. You can jump over this chasm diagonally. You can make the jump, but it is super risky because it saves about half a second and wastes approximately 1.5 million seconds. So don't do that. Here, I hit start too early. When the doors come down, hit start, and you can skip that text that shows up. So, just a fun little thing to note. This is probably the easiest boss fight of all time. It's done. He's already done. Do not jump through this door. Just to warn you, do not jump through this door. Just don't do it. Trust me. You don't want to find out. See, I'm so focused on not jumping through that door that I missed the text skip. Don't do it. It's a poor life decision, and you will have to reset. So, trust me, there will be like a little bonus episode showing what happens, and it's not pleasant. So, here we switch back to our bracelet. Throw the ball as soon as you get into this room. Another diagonal block push. Note where my hand is on the right side, and push it. So, yeah, I was just tapping to show where the hand was before I pushed it, so you just need to hold up and you're good. So, here's a pretty difficult trick. I have a separate video explaining it, so I'm just gonna do it. It's a pretty difficult trick, similar to Rooster Skip, but not exactly the same. There we go. Okay, that can take some time and some effort sometimes, but... So you just bomb arrow through those 2 walls, equip the bracelet and the hook shot. And here we throw this, and that is the final pillar down. And that is much simpler than the normal way of doing this. So, by knocking those pillars down, the top floor is now lowered 1. And make sure you wait a second. Wait until Link is not doing the throwing animation like that. Make sure he's not standing in that stance before you save and quit. Because if you do it while he's in that throwing animation, it will not register that you knocked down the last pillar. And you'll have to knock it down again, which is really annoying. So trust me, just wait. It's better to wait 1 second extra. But so here we're back in the mini-boss room, but there's a difference. Gasp! This is not at all what we saw. So, yeah, this is why we needed to knock down those pillars. So the reason we have the hook shot is so we can get across there, and now we want the feather and the magic rod. And now you will see why we don't use the mirror shield. Usually you would use the mirror shield in this fight, but because we sequence broke the game and have the magical rod, it is much easier. So as soon as he starts flying, go down and immediately back up and just start spamming left and right with the magic rod. And you just need to hit him 3 times with the magic rod, and that's it. And there, he's done. So mash through this text, jump up the ladder, and get to this position. Mambo's Mambo on B, Boots on A, and get this heart container. Go down here, walk through this door, Pegasus Boots, and split. So there you go. That is the 7th dungeon and the final dungeon of this game. So in the next episode, we will be collecting our very final piece of heart in the game, and then we will be heading out to the final confrontation, the final showdown in the game with the final boss. So until then, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you next time.